Hey everyone, my name is Catherine and thank you so much for clicking on this video. It is the start to a very exciting travel series that I have got planned, which is me going to Antarctica. I'm doing a more or less 12-day tour with Quark Expeditions and I'm going to Antarctica, which I still have a hard time believing is happening because it's just like, you think of Antarctica and it's like penguins and only scientists go there for research, and it's not like a place that you ever really think you're going to go to. And yet here I am. I'm actually in Buenos Aires, Argentina. If you haven't seen, I've actually been already traveling for nearly a month. Today is March 1st, 2024, and I flew February 4th and landed February 5th, 2024 in Santiago, Chile, stayed there a couple of days, and then did an EF Ultimate Break trip, which is a tour company for 18 to 35-year-olds. They're like my favorite way to travel because you can go solo, you can go with a friend, and it's people more or less around your age, and you get to make friends, which I made a lot of friends. I really loved that trip. That trip started in Santiago, Chile and ended in Buenos Aires, Argentina, but it was a Patagonia trip, so the majority of it was all in southern Chile and Argentina, viewing and enjoying the nature there, the hiking, and we didn't really have time at the start and end dates of the big cities, so that's why me and my friend, we flew early to Santiago, Chile. We're there for a few days, and then after the Patagonia EF trip, which ended in Buenos Aires, we wanted to extend it, and we really extended it because this specific Antarctica cruise is from March 1st, which is today, to the 14th more or less. By the time I get home, it'll be like the 15th. And then the closest EF tour to Patagonia, because again, we wanted to do trips in the same part of the world, it makes sense logistically, and the closest tour to that was one that was like February, oh gosh, I'm trying to remember the dates now, like 8 to 19. So I've had nearly 2 weeks here in Buenos Aires, but luckily it is a major city. There's millions of people, like a third of the people in Argentina live in Buenos Aires, and I spent a couple of the days doing work stuff as well because I'm gone for like 6 weeks, but the majority of the time I did lots of fun things. So I filmed EF, I filmed me in Buenos Aires, I filmed me in Chile, and if you want to watch them, they will be up before this one because this is the last part to what I like to say my 4-part trip, and probably the part that I'm the most excited about, even though I ended up really loving my specific group of people that I traveled with in Patagonia with EF, but specifically just Antarctica is just so cool. But anyway, today we checked in to a new hotel because the night before the actual cruise sets sail and starts going to Antarctica, everyone who's just doing like the Antarctica normal trip and didn't extend ahead of time like me and my friend, they flew in today to Buenos Aires, Argentina, and then tomorrow, because we're spending one night here, so it's not like a lot of travel in one day. Tomorrow, early in the morning, we're leaving at like 5:30 a.m., which will be early, but for very exciting reasons. And we will be getting on a plane and then flying down to Ushuaia, which is the southernest city in the world. And we'll have a couple of hours there because I'm sure there will be a lot of cool and fun things to do there. And then I think we land at like 12:30 and our flight's at 8, so that we're leaving at like 5:30 and our flight's at 8, and then we get there at 12:30, and then I think at like 5:30 they're gonna remind us. I just wanted to know the time we're leaving the hotel, so I'm ready to go for that. But then around like 4:30 we get on the ship and go, so we'll have like 4 hours in Ushuaia, which will be good to explore. And Buenos Aires has been good but hot. It's like high 80s, very humid. It's February, so it's summertime in the southern hemisphere, which is good for Antarctica because that's really only when you can go, because in the summer it's like manageable. It's in the 30s Fahrenheit, which is more than I would have expected, but then in the winter it's much colder and people don't travel there as tourists in the winter. But that means here in Buenos Aires it's been hot. I'm excited because I'm from Seattle, so I'm used to the more colder weather, so I'm excited to go down south again like in Patagonia and have cooler weather. So here it's in the 80s. And then tomorrow I'm going to be in the 40s Fahrenheit, which has been interesting for packing reasons, but I'll get into that in a second. I always like to do room tours. They upgraded us because they actually, the hotel itself gave us a room that someone was staying in. So I actually didn't go up with my friend. I went downstairs to like give the health declaration forms before the Cork expedition people left the hotel. And apparently there was like a woman already in the room and it was awkward, and they upgraded us to this room. And we're staying at the Emperador Hotel. And yeah, so I will give you a room tour, so let's get into it. Because we got upgraded, we have this really cool like entryway that normally hotel rooms go straight into the room, right? But we have this entryway, so it's nice there's a desk, because I actually had to do some work because I'm gonna be in Antarctica, and assuming I'm not really gonna have service for 2 weeks, I'm trying to do last minute work things while I have like adequate service here. So that's nice that that's there. And then the view is pretty nice. We're on the 17th floor, so it's higher up. We are by the railroad tracks, but then if you look further out, that is the water, and I can feel like how warm the glass is because it's just, you know, really hot here. So there's that. But yeah, it's just a really cool view up on the 17th floor, and then you've got the end of this little entryway, and you go down the hallway, and this is the main room. So we already dropped off our stuff and had like to deal with our calls and work stuff, but now I'm giving you the room tour. So that's my friend's bed, so I won't go into that too much, but we have 2 beds. I'd say these aren't twins. I think these are full-size beds, which is nice. And it's golden hour, so you've got that nice lighting going on. And yeah, it's just a standard room, but spacious. So yeah, this is what it's looking like, what Quirk Expeditions gave us. Here's a TV with a cabinet, and I already again have some of my stuff opened up. And then you've got all of this window space. You got a seating area here, and it is quite bright. I don't want to trip, but again, continuing the view. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's our last night in Buenos Aires and our only night in this specific hotel. And now I'm going to show you the bathroom, which is over kind of in the hallway part of this place. So here's the bathroom with me. Hello. You've got one sink. They gave us a free water, which is nice. And then you've got the bathroom, and I've noticed these in a lot of bathrooms, but I'm an American and I'm not used to that, so I'm not sure. But there's that. And then there's a nice tub, and then there's a separate shower. So that is the hotel room tour up above on the 17th floor. So like I mentioned, I'm here just one night, and we're leaving the lobby at 5:30 in the morning, which means that I'll probably want to aim to be at breakfast at around 5-ish. So it's an early start, but makes sense because we're flying and then doing an earlier flight. The thing that I'm stressed out about though is the weight situation. So with my suitcases. So if you can tell, I have this suitcase, and then I did laundry and I picked it up today, so that is all clothes that I'm gonna want to like distribute back. But I picked up laundry after I checked out of the other hotel, which we were just, you know, doing an 8-minute drive, so it wasn't a big deal. And then my backpack. So because I'm trying to like work while I'm on this trip, whether it's job hunting or, you know, editing these videos, I have a couple like, you know, laptop and tech gear, and I brought like nice cameras because Antarctica, you know, you want to get good photos. And then I had to bring all this gear for my hiking trip with EF, so like hiking shoes. But then for Antarctica, they have this long list of stuff that they want you to bring, like snow pants, like base, mid, and upper layers with merino wool, ski goggles, gloves, and it just was really hard to pack for so many different climates, from like the hot sweltering heat in Buenos Aires to like mid weather in Patagonia to then the winter like, or what I consider winter, because it doesn't get super cold in Seattle, but winter what I'm used to in Antarctica. And I can only bring up to 40 pounds on my suitcase, and then a certain amount of pounds on my carry-on. And I read that it was either 40 pounds or 50 pounds. Like, I saw both on the website, and now that I got here, they're saying it's 40 pounds. And I tried so hard when I was home to pack the least amount of stuff as I could. I honestly really did. Like, I only have one hiking boot, one sneaker, 2 pairs of pajamas, one jacket, one sweater. Like, I could not eliminate more because I brought a lot of like one of each, and it was on the packing list. So I'm gonna be a little bit stressed later trying to figure out how to pack things and eliminate like 10 pounds off of my suitcase. I'm going to use that tote bag because that was completely empty when I arrived to South America. So I'm gonna put like stuff in there, and I'm gonna wear my hiking boots. And because I'm going from 80 degrees to 40 degrees in Ushuaia, I'm gonna wanna bring my like sweater, my one sweater and my one jacket with me. So it's one of those things, like, I just have to make it work. I always figure it out, but I'm just a little stressed about that, because I truly tried my hardest. I'm generally an overpacker, but I truly tried my hardest to pack as little as possible. But I brought one of those like weight scales that you can use to weigh your bag, and I'm just gonna like spread things out and wear my heavier things and hope that it works out. I bought little to no souvenirs. I bought pins for my backpack. I've been starting to collect pins on this backpack. And then I also collect plates. So I just have like little plates from, you know, each country that I've been to so far, which has been 3: Chile, Argentina, and Uruguay. And that's it. So I've been good about souvenirs. But yeah, I'm just a little bit stressed and anxious about that, and the fact that it's like an early morning too. So I think once I get past that point and I actually board the plane, that will go away and the actual excitement will begin for the trip. So it's just frustrating that it's like that's the like way it is for the charter flight, because I talked to another friend who has done this trip but with another company, and I asked her what she did, and she said, oh, I flew like a normal commercial flight, and there was the normal, like, they don't weigh your backpack, and they have a 50-pound weight limit for your suitcase, and for that I'd be fine. But anyway, I'm going off about this. It's just something that's been stressful, but that is my very lengthy introduction to my Antarctica trip. I'm definitely gonna have this be multiple parts, but this might just be the introduction and the Ushuaia video, and then we'll go from there. So thank you all so much for watching. I'll probably see you all in Ushuaia, because until then I'm gonna be trying to pack things and sleep and fly over. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in Ushuaia. Bye.
We are meeting in the same place with the same bus to go to the boat. We are stopping at 7 or 10 minutes walking from this place.
Oh, it's just there. It's slightly sunken in. Now it's just an attraction. A strong feeling that is the ship, our next home for the next 2 weeks. She's like medium sized, yeah. It has the logo of the company, so yeah, pretty strong feeling. He's nice. All right, we just got to Ushuaia. I am at lunch, and it is about 2:07, so at 3:30 we're meeting up at the bus where it dropped us off so they can take us to the ship. But we've just been walking around the waterfront, and now having lunch, and hopefully we have enough time. We have a little over an hour to do a gift shop, little stop, and also maybe go to like a drugstore to see if there's any last minute things to get. But this is exciting, and we're here, and it's much cooler here. It's like 40 Fahrenheit, and it's so refreshing, and there's mountains, and it just reminds me of home, and it smells like the sea. I ordered like a king crab parmesan dish for 2, so I'm excited to try seafood here. It must be really good. And yeah, I'm just so glad to not be sweaty, and like I did really love Buenos Aires, but it was just very hot, and this is really refreshing. So I'm gonna go out and eat food and explore for the next hour and 20 minutes, and then board the ship, which is really exciting. Okay, I'm in the store, and I'm gonna be getting a couple of things. Let me show you what I picked up. First off, I found this pin for my little EF backpack. And then I'm starting to get more magnets, and I thought this one was cool for Antarctica. I thought this holographic sticker was cool. And then I collect plates. I usually do 1 per country, but I thought this would be cool because it has Ushuaia and it's just so unique. And yeah, keeping it minimal, but grabbing a little variety of things. And this one is magnetic. I am definitely quite tired because again, I woke up at 4:20 a.m. and it is now like 3-ish. So it's starting to hit me how early I woke up, and of course I didn't go to bed. Like I stayed up late trying to repack. So I'm ready to be rocked to sleep on the ship tonight. Hey everyone, I'm not sure if you can even hear me because it's super windy here, but out here in Ushuaia, you can see the ship behind me. We're about to get on the bus for in 10 minutes and drag me over there. So this might be my last time on like proper land that's not Antarctica, which is fun to think about. But yes, I just wanted to give you all an update and hopefully see you on the ship. Ushuaia has been a cute little town. I've been here for like I ate at Isabella right there. That place, if you can see, and we went to the gift shop below. And yeah, and then we just walked around, walked to a sign. So just enough to like explore this cutesy area. We've arrived. So I'm walking down the hallway, and this is what it is looking like. It's a very nice and modern ship, and I will give you a room tour when I can. But yeah, I also will give you a ship tour and everything, but everything's really nice here. I'm liking it. Okay, here's the first look to the room. Okay, I just walked in, and we have our jackets that came with the trip itself. I'm guessing this one's mine. Oh, this is heavy. Let's see. Oh, yes. Look at that. That's nice. Where's the size? Oh, there it is. Yeah, that one's mine. Would you look at that? I'll give a room tour in a bit. So our cards have the number for our locker, and this is me. So this is like the life jacket we have when we're out. And then these are my boots, size 10. I just tried them on, they're good. And I just flipped jackets. So this is my jacket. I had to go up 2 sizes because I'm wearing fleece underneath, and I'm going to be wearing more layers underneath.
That is because we are on an expedition. And it is in this moment that I would like to fully welcome you into that expedition spirit. I can tell you that we will start in Ushuaia, which is a little bit further south than where this star is located. And we will depart the pier this evening, approximately 7 o'clock, and we will begin to sail south. We anticipate it taking approximately 2 days to cross the Drake Passage. Some probably already thinking about weather, which I have for you at the end of this presentation. And our goal and intentions are to experience and embrace the Antarctic, hope to cross the circle, and we will look to do that when and how weather allows. And so as we move through the voyage together, there will likely be times where I present to you an idea of what tomorrow may look like. And there will certainly be times where I change that plan. You will become familiar with these colors, a wide range of them, and I will be presenting them to you throughout the course of the voyage, with the goal of keeping you up to speed and aware of some of the weather that we may or may not encounter. Now, when we talk about the Drake Passage, it's nice for me to put up wind speed, but I think what you probably actually care about is the sea state. So we do anticipate the most movement at this point in the next kind of 24 hours to be as we're exiting the Beagle Channel and entering the Drake. About 3.2 meters at this time, so we will feel some movement certainly. Again, hopeful that if this forecast is correct, that eases a little bit throughout the day tomorrow. If you have any concerns about the motion, please do come talk to Dr. Shannon or find any expedition team member, and we are happy to answer your questions. But I do advise you, please, as you're unpacking, prepare for open sea.
Hey everyone, okay, so I'm officially on the vessel on the Ultramarine with Quark Expeditions, and I feel like this would be a good place to actually end off the video because I think I got a good amount of footage in Ushuaia and before that, and getting on the ship itself. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you continue to watch my Antarctica series. And that's the announcements. Okay, so that happens quite often. There's announcements throughout the ship, and that's the main way of communicating. And I just finished the biosecurity screening, which basically means that Antarctica, you know, is a very isolated and special place in the world that they want to keep the ecosystem. Also, if my camera's moving at all, I'm on a moving ship through the Drake Passage, which is one of the most uneven waters or like places to be on a ship in the world, although it feels pretty fine. But anyway, I just got all my stuff that I'm going to be bringing on me on the Zodiacs and on land, like vacuumed and inspected. So that was that. But anyway, as I was saying, I think this is a good point to stop. I got on yesterday. I really just had like a briefing, dinner. We swapped parkas and shoes for the correct sizes. I took some anti-seasickness medications. I've been so tired and like drowsy today, and I'm not used to it. So I'm not taking the second one because I feel fine with the seasickness. It was just more of a preventative. And yeah, so I have 2 days at sea. So I think I'm going to make that its own separate video. And then when I'm on land or in the Zodiacs, they're separate videos. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope to see you in the rest of my Antarctica series, and see you then. Bye.